again to another segment of the news. This is the first news of the day, and trust us to give you guys all the happenings in the world of music and across Afrobeat. This is where we'll bring you guys all the updates that concerns Afrobeat and the guys that makes it beat. My name is Taki. You can spell my name as Darki, and then you know it's double E. Welcome again to this amazing segment. We have a lot in store for you guys on the news. If I were you, I really would not go anywhere. I also want to implore you guys to please put on your notification button so you'll be the first person to know whenever we make a video post or a content. I want to say a big thank you to our fans out there, especially you watching me right now. I want to say a big thank you to you for doing what you do. We love you so much. Thank you for all you put into this piece to make sure that we get what we want to get, and we also get the information you need. We have to do it, but you guys keep on doing it, and we're really grateful. It only apps that we reciprocate that back to you by giving you guys premium content from Gusto TV Africa. Let's go and see what the news look like. Burna Boy, we saw him while performing in Boston, came out to threaten a young guy who wasn't smiling, and all of that, trust me, I'll bring them to you. At this point, it is not safe to go to a concert with your girlfriend. We'll begin with Burna Boy. We saw the huge crowd after Burna Boy at the tour at Boston. We saw the huge crowd that came out for the after party. We saw where Burna Boy picked his venue for the after party. The crowd was massive. The crew outside was something you cannot fathom. You could see people in their numbers coming out to wait to see Burna Boy perform and all of that. It was amazing to see that one, and we all are very happy that Burna Boy is pulling such big weight in the US. Before now, we've spoken about how Burna Boy is big in the UK, but as of today, Burna Boy is gaining serious momentum in the US. Moving on, we saw DJ Tariko and Burna Boy Yaba Buluku remix has just surpassed 10 million streams on Spotify, and that's a massive one. We saw Yaba Buluku, that was an amazing jam when it came out. It came out like a long time ago. This was a very Yaba Buluku was a point. The Tariko guys did a very good job on that project. Burna Boy also came through with his finesse, and he sealed that amazing body of work. And as of today, it has just surpassed 10 million streams on Spotify. I Told Them made a re-entrance on the Canada Spotify Weekly Top Album at number 116. Yesterday, we saw Burna Boy made an appearance on the Top Artist Weekly chart, and this week, it has also appeared on the Spotify Weekly Top Album at number 116. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy album, the one they call the Outside Project, have just surpassed 340 million streams on Spotify. Now, Burna Boy has gained so much momentum that his album, even from way back, are doing good numbers. 340 million streams on Spotify really is not game feat. It's really a massive job well done. I want to say big congrats to Burna Boy for achieving that major milestone. Some artists who just blew up last year, 2 years ago, are yet to amass even half of what he did on the Outside album years ago. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy Grammy performance, the one he did alongside 21 Savage at the time. We saw where that one have just crossed 1 million views on YouTube. A short clip that was posted on YouTube on Burna Boy's page, and I saw people going back to that video to watch it because they couldn't get over the fact that Burna Boy killed it, and that one have just crossed 1 million views on YouTube. Moving on, we saw Fino and Burna Boy Dwai remix. Slow and Steady is the name of this song because as of today, it have just crossed 10 million streams on Spotify, talking about Fino and Burna Boy Dwai remix. Also, just coming in, we saw Burna Boy Last have also surpassed 380 million streams on Spotify. Likewise, the album I Told Them have also surpassed 380 million streams on Spotify. And African Giant have also surpassed 860 million streams on Spotify. In no time, the African Giant album should be on its way to getting its first 1 billion. And that will be Burna Boy's second 1 billion album after Love That Meaning. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy performing. We saw where he came out to throw shit at the Malay and at the same time show caution to wind when speaking to a young man. We saw where he performing. He was asking them if he should go, and everyone was telling him, please don't go. And he looked at the guy and said, why are you not smiling though? And we saw he told the guy, I'm not on Malay to take a girlfriend. However, if you don't smile right now, you could lose your girlfriend. And I just imagine what the guy face would look like, because if he likes a girl, he was going to instantly start smiling to speed. Moving on, we have Davido as the next guy on the news. We saw Davido, obviously for this week, has appeared on the fourth week on the Billboard Hot 100. This time going higher to number 89. Amazing one. Last week it was about 90 something, but today it has gone higher to about 89. Whose influence are we going to give this to? Chris Brown, Davido, or Lil J? Moving on, we saw Sensational also appears on top 30 on the Billboard Radio Song Chart at number 29. Also an amazing one coming from the team, Chris Brown, Davido, and Lil J. Still on Davido, we saw Kiss Daniel and Davido Twitter remix spent a night week at number 1 on the official Nigeria Top 100. It also tallied about 2.79 million on demand stream, which made it number 1 on streaming, and also 73.9 million in radio impressions, which has also made it number 1 in radio. Moving on, we saw Davido Risky with Popcorn have also surpassed 80 million views on YouTube, and surprisingly, for some reasons, Unavailable is peaking at number 1 in different countries, about 20 countries, which include Suriname, Tanzania, Guinea-Bissau, Niger, Malawi, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Benin Republic, Nigeria, Gambia, Ghana, Liberia. These countries, we saw the song has peaked at number 1 in these countries. Just coming in, we saw Unavailable Suriname just joined the league of their country, have been Unavailable picked at number 1 in Suriname, which has made it a total of 20 countries that Unavailable has picked in so far. Moving on to Pandora with Davido, we saw Sensational spent its 11th week on Pandora Music Most Played Song at number 93 for this week. Also moving on, we saw Davido Away have surpassed 14 million plays on Spotify, and the song which has taken Davido everywhere on the chart on the Billboard, which is Sensational, also which is a new pick on the Billboard R&B and Hip Hop Airplay chart at number 7, having spent about 15 weeks on the charts. Moving on, we have the calmest artist ever you can find anywhere in the world, known as Wizkid, as the next guy on the news. Mashallah is buzzing. We saw Wizkid made the Lagos Deluxe has now reached a total of 779 million streams on Spotify, 1 more million to make it 780 million streams on Spotify. The likes of Essence has done about 222 million. Justin Bieber has done about, we've seen Ginger doing 80 million, Mood with Benji 61 million, Blessed doing 40 million, No Stress doing 36 million, True Love doing 36 million, Smile with HAR doing 27 million, Long Time doing 22 million, and Naughty doing 16 million, and Piece of Me doing 15 million, and the likes. Cumulatively, it has just done 779 million on Spotify. Moving on, we saw Wizkid IDK video have also surpassed 4 million views on YouTube. Wizkid is one person, his numbers are at the time decreasing, but trust me, it will not reduce the quality of Wizkid. Moving on, we saw Wizkid just yesterday gained over 100,000 Spotify listeners yesterday, and it became a concern. What really is happening? Why are people trooping to go listen to Wizkid? Are they pushing up something? Is there a plan for that? Like, all of this became a conversation, but apparently Wizkid yesterday got 100,000 monthly listeners added to the bag on Spotify. Just coming in, we saw Wizkid Made in Lagos become the first ever album to chart in the Nigerian Apple Top 10 in 5 different years: 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and finally 2024. This album looked like a timeless project because year in, year out, it is always charting in the top 10. Just coming in today, we finally discovered that on Justin Timberlake's album, we have Fireboy, which he's going to be on the album on the track Everything I Thought It Was. And Fireboy actually has a synergy that works well with these foreign artists. We've seen him on John Bellion project, he did well. We've seen him on different albums where he has done well. And on Justin Timberlake project, we just can't wait to see what Fireboy is set to do with his vocals with Justin Timberlake. Moving on, we saw Fuse coming out to share the experience working with Dr. Dre. Now, Dr. Dre was that guy. Like, for those of you who remember what they called Beats by Dre at the time, Dre was one of those. He was actually the architect of that thing. It was popular at the time, big on Apple purchase things. We saw where Dre has always been a big merchandise. He has been a franchise. He's been an entity. If you work with Dre at the time, likes of Lil Wayne and those big guys were the one working with Dre at the time, and it just show the fact that the status quo is changing. Afrobeat is growing every day. Fuse couldn't put himself into words to express how that feeling was working with legendary Dr. Dre at the time. And we've seen growth in Afrobeat. People are now working with likes of Kanye. We've seen Kanye come and talk about our album. We've seen the likes of PDD working with Burna Boy. We've seen great guys working with the artists, and that is the kind of growth we all want to see in Afrobeats. Finally, we saw Lil J and J5 are coming out. They've announced that they are set to release a joint EP, the one they call Loveless, this Friday, the 8th day of March, and it's going to be an amazing one. J5 is buzzing as of today because he created the one with Skepta and Portable, Tony Montana, which is currently doing massive numbers. And so after that, he also has been picked to have a joint EP with Lil J. Lil J is still buzzing because as of today, he is the only Nigerian on the obviously Hot 100 with Davido and Chris Brown. So they are both buzzing. On the other hand, J5 is currently at number one on the Nigerian Apple Music chart. So both persons are in position to actually come out to give us a joint EP. On Friday, we're sure to eat good food. My name is Daki. We'll catch you guys on the very, very next one.